He was known as Khan Sahib or Badshah Khan. Many people also called him Frontier Gandhi, or the Gandhi of the frontier. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches, with a perfectly straight back, kind eyes, and a devotee of nonviolence, this was Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi during the freedom struggle, Badshah Khan led a nonviolent movement in the northwestern frontier province. Pathans are generally not associated with nonviolence, but Badshah Khan's Khudai Khidmatgars chose the path of nonviolence. In the 1930s, he spent a considerable amount of time with Gandhi in Sevagram. He also visited Santi Niketan to meet Rabindranath Tagore. He spent 27 years in prison. Renowned diplomat Natwar Singh writes in his book, Walking with Lions, Tales from a Diplomatic Past. 5 people in the Congress opposed the partition of India: Mahatma Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Jayaprakash Narayan, Ram Manohar Lohia, and Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Between May 31st and June 2nd, 1947, the Congress Working Committee met and took the crucial decision to accept Pakistan. The Frontier Gandhi felt betrayed. Not only did the British government keep him in prison for many years, but the Pakistani government also did not hesitate to imprison him after independence. Just like Nelson Mandela, Badshah Khan spent 27 years of his life in prison. In December 1921, Badshah Khan was imprisoned in Peshawar jail. Due to his tall stature, he faced many difficulties. In his autobiography, My Life and Struggle, Badshah Khan writes, "When I put on the prison clothes, the pajamas reached only up to my shins, and the shirt didn't even reach my navel. When I would sit to pray, the tight fit often caused my pajamas to tear. My cell faced north, so sunlight never reached it. At night, the sentry changed every 3 hours. Whenever this happened, there was a lot of noise." In 1930, when Gandhi launched the Salt Satyagraha, it had a big impact on the frontier province. On April 23, 1930, the British government arrested Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan and some of his associates while they were going to Peshawar. Upon hearing this news, thousands of people surrounded Charsada jail, where Ghaffar Khan was kept. The entire city of Peshawar came out on the streets. Rajmohan Gandhi, in his biography of Badshah Khan, Ghaffar Khan, Nonviolent Badshah of the Pakhtuns, writes, "On that day in Peshawar's Kisa Kawani Bazaar in the frontier province, about 250 Pathans were killed by British police bullets. Despite this, the generally hot-blooded Pathans did not retaliate with any violence. Even the soldiers of the Garhwal Rifles refused to fire on the unarmed Pathan crowd. Within 10 months of independence, in Pakistani prison, on February 23, 1948, Badshah Khan participated in a session of the Pakistan Constituent Assembly and pledged his allegiance to the new nation and its flag. The founder of Pakistan and the head of the Constituent Assembly, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, invited him for tea. On this occasion, he embraced Ghaffar Khan and said, "Today I feel that my dream of creating Pakistan has been fulfilled." On March 5, 1948, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan delivered his first speech in the Pakistan parliament. He acknowledged that I had opposed the partition of the Indian subcontinent. He drew the attention of the lawmakers to the massacre that took place during the partition, but also said that now that the partition has happened, there is no scope for fighting anymore. The reconciliation between Badshah Khan and the Pakistani government did not last long. Within 10 months of the British government's departure, Badshah Khan was sent to Montgomery Jail in West Punjab for 3 years on charges of treason. In April 1961, Pakistan's military ruler Ayub Khan arrested him again and sent him to a prison in Sindh. By 1961, Badshah Khan had become a traitor, an Afghan agent, and a dangerous person for the Pakistani government. Circumstances were such that he had to leave Pakistan and seek refuge in Afghanistan. When India's Prime Minister visited Afghanistan in 1969, the Indian ambassador there, Ashok Mehta, invited Badshah Khan to a dinner in Indira Gandhi's honor. Natwar Singh, in his book Walking with Lions, writes, "Indira Gandhi met Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan after a gap of 22 years. She introduced her elder son Rajiv Gandhi and daughter-in-law Sonia to him. The Frontier Gandhi, hugging Rajiv Gandhi, said that when he was 2 years old, he had held him in his lap." Natwar Singh writes, "The next day I went to the house where Badshah Khan was staying. He was eating on the floor. I told Badshah Khan that Indira Gandhi would like to come to your house and meet you at your convenience. He told me Indira Gandhi will not come here. I will go to meet her myself." It was decided that he would go to the State House to meet Indira Gandhi at 4 o'clock the next day. Natwar Singh wrote, "I was supposed to receive him at the porch, but I was a few seconds late in reaching there. He scolded me, saying, 'You should have arrived on time.' His punctuality had a profound impact on me. In the same meeting, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan agreed to come to India for the Gandhi centenary celebrations. Arriving in India with a bundle of clothes, Badshah Khan was coming to India after a gap of 22 years. He came to India on his Pakistani passport. His passport had expired, but the Pakistani embassy in Kabul had stamped an extension. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and Jayaprakash Narayan were present at the airport to welcome him. Badshah Khan's nephew, Muhammad Yunus, writes in his autobiography, Parsons, Passions and Politics. When Badshah Khan got down carrying his bundle of clothes in his hands, Indira Gandhi tried to take it from his hand, but he refused to give it to her. He said, "You are already carrying a very heavy burden. Let me carry my share." Wherever Badshah Khan went in India, a large crowd gathered to listen to him. Natwar Singh has also given an interesting description of Badshah Khan's arrival in Delhi. He writes, Badshah Khan was to be brought from the airport to the city in an open car, and the Prime Minister was to sit beside him. Jayaprakash Narayan also tried to sit in that car, but Indira Gandhi did not want him to sit in the car. When Indira's security officer stopped JP from getting into the car, JP, who was usually calm, got angry. Fearing that there might be some trouble, I told the security officer to let JP get into the car. Badshah Khan's complaint. India forgot Gandhi. A day or two after Badshah Khan arrived in India, communal riots broke out in many parts of the country. Badshah Khan announced a 3-day fast to stop these riots. As soon as they heard this, the riots stopped. On November 24, 1969, he addressed a joint sitting of both houses of parliament. Speaking bluntly in parliament, he said, "You are forgetting Gandhi just as you forgot Gautam Buddha." A few days later, when he met Indira Gandhi, he told her bluntly, "Your father and Patel had thrown me and the Pathans to the wolves." Rajmohan Gandhi writes, Indira Gandhi must be commended for not taking offense at Badshah Khan's frankness and advised every Indian ambassador posted in Kabul to take care of Badshah Khan's needs. Exile in Afghanistan. In the early 1970s, the Afghan government gave him a house to live in Jalalabad. Badshah Khan used charpoys instead of beds in that house. Instead of sleeping in his bedroom, he used to sleep on the first floor veranda even in winter. When the famous writer Ved Mehta went to meet him, he complained to him saying, "Gandhism is dead in India. Gandhi has been forgotten there. Your government is doing everything that Gandhi opposed." Badshah Khan's initial support and later opposition to Soviet intervention in Afghanistan. Initially, Badshah Khan supported the Soviet intervention in Afghanistan. However, by 1981, when he came to India for medical treatment, he had turned against the Soviet presence in Afghanistan. He requested Indira Gandhi to arrange a meeting for him with the Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev. J.N. Dixit, former National Security Advisor of India, writes in his book, An Afghan Diary, Badshah Khan wanted to meet Brezhnev and request him to withdraw Soviet troops from Afghanistan. Indira Gandhi was hesitant to make this effort. She believed that the Soviets would not appreciate such a request from her. Secondly, she also believed that a short-term Soviet presence in Afghanistan was not against India's interests. But Indira Gandhi could not ignore Badshah Khan's pressure for a long time. J.N. Dixit writes, Indira Gandhi conveyed Badshah Khan's message to the Soviet ambassador Vorontsov and the visiting Soviet Vice President Vasily Kuznetsov, and when the Afghan Foreign Minister Shah Mohammad Dost visited India, she asked him what he was doing to withdraw Soviet troops from Afghanistan. Rajiv Gandhi and Zia-ul-Haq attended the funeral. In 1987, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan visited India once again, where he was awarded India's highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna. On the morning of January 20th, 1988, at 6:55 a.m., Badshah Khan breathed his last at the age of 98. His last wish was to be buried in the courtyard of his house in Jalalabad, Afghanistan. Nearly 20,000 admirers and supporters of the Frontier Gandhi crossed the Durand Line into Afghanistan without any Pakistani passport or Afghan visa, accompanying his funeral procession from Utmanzai in Pakistan. A long convoy of cars, trucks, and buses accompanied them. Thousands more people joined the procession in Jalalabad. Both the President of Pakistan, General Zia-ul-Haq, and the Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi, were present at his funeral.